What's the scariest movie you ever seen? I'm subscribed to 4 streaming services and the top 9 movies listed here are unavailable. We're past the golden years of streaming now, aren't we? Threads. It will fuck your day up. It's the scariest film I've seen and it's not technically a horror. Competition is not even close. And I watch a fuck ton of horror. For some reason the exorcism of Emily Rose fucked with me. Got anxiety watching it. Okay, I've scrolled long enough. The original Candyman. Watched it at a sleepover in 3rd grade and I've hated horror movies and bees all the way through. To my late 30s. The original REC. I still keep The Descent at the top of my list. I expected it to just be a thriller with claustrophobia and terror between the group. Didn't expect a creature feature. Oculus because of the idea of not being able to distinguish reality from some fucked up perception. The Fourth Kind. When I saw it I was told it was a true story and I was just dumb enough to believe it at the time. Also I was the type of person to believe in aliens, so that certainly made it scarier. The Thing. The practical effects did it for me. I'll never watch it again. The Ring. I didn't know what I was getting myself into. Bone Tomahawk is a slow, pitiless descent into hell that just gets more excruciating and nauseating as it goes on. For psychological horror, a Soviet war movie, Come and See. The fact that it was based on true events just made it that much worse. The way it was filmed with some elements of slight surrealism, like the insane dance one of the characters engages in, was truly unsettling. The details, worse than any jump scare of a deliberate horror movie I've ever seen. Perhaps the most terrifying scene, spoiler below, the main character, a young boy, returns home to his family farmhouse with an older girl. No one is there, but there is food on the table. They eat, but there are lots of flies around, and the food makes him sick. The boy realizes his family must have fled to the swamp to hide, and asks the girl to go with him as they leave. The girl looks back and the camera follows her gaze. And we see a big pile of dead naked bodies up behind the barn. It is obvious his family hadn't fled. They are in that pile. The source of the flies and the sickness is now clear. The girl doesn't tell the boy. Somehow, that was more horrifying than the more obviously brutal horrors the boy later witnesses, of which there were plenty. Hills Have Eyes. Trailer burning dad scene. I've never seen so many messed up things in a few minutes. At the time I saw it, 28 days later. Sinister. Not just scary, but deeply disturbing too. Honestly. Event Horizon. Put it on in the background thinking it was just a kind of creepy sci-fi. It was the sounds that really got to me on that one. Jacob's Ladder. I don't get why people hate on found footage. There are some found footage films that are some of the scariest films I've ever seen. X200B. Some good ones from this past week I've watched: As Above So Below, Butterfly Kisses, Savageland, Norva. The videotapes in Sinister are scarier than the movie itself. Especially the barbecue one, it's so disturbing. When I was 13 and saw Pet Sematary I didn't sleep for a week. This was a while ago so the effects felt super scary. Requiem for a Dream. Jesus Christ, that movie was amazing, but I will never watch it again. The Road. There is nothing, not even a hope. The Ritual. Lost in Woods. Freaky psychological stuff happens. Devilry, witchcraft. Great gore and suspense. 10/10. The Texas Chainsaw Massacre, the original obviously. I saw it as a grown man and screamed like a little girl throughout the whole film.